I don't have time to play.
No! Torque! No! Torque!
What are you waiting
No!
for?
Torque! No! Torque! No! Torque! No! Torque! No! Torque! No! Torque! Sonic boom! No! Sonic boom! Torque! No! Lane! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Perfect! Block it! Perfect! 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 Somersault! Perfect! Block kick! Perfect! Perfect! Block kick! Perfect! 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 Kick! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Block kick! Perfect! Perfect! Block kick! Perfect! Block kick! Sonic boom! Block kick! Sonic boom! Perfect! Block kick! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Perfect! Block kick! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Block kick! Perfect! Somersault! Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
I don't have time to play.
Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! Torque! Perfect! No! Torque! Lane! Somersault! Sonic boom! No! Torque! Lane! No! Lane! Sonic boom! Lane! Perfect! No! Sonic Hurricane! Lane! Perfect! Torque! Sonic Hurricane! Sonic Hurricane! Perfect! Charge! Perfect! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Perfect! Perfect! No! Sonic Boom! Perfect! Perfect! Charge! Late! Sonic Boom! No! Sonic! Perfect! Perfect! Charge! Late! Perfect! Perfect! No! Late! Perfect! Perfect! Charge! Perfect! No! Perfect! Charge! Sonic Boom! No! Perfect! Perfect! Charge! No! Charge! Perfect! No! Charge! No! Late! Perfect! Charge! Late! Somersault! Perfect! No! Perfect! 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 Charge! No! Charge! Late! You'll hold it back! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! No! Charge! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! No! Charge! No! Perfect! Charge! No! Charge! Late! You'll hold it. Sonic Boom! No! Charge! No! Late! Perfect! Sonic Boom! Charge! No! Late! You'll Charge! No! Charge! No! Charge! Sonic Boom! No! Sonic Boom! Charge! No! Perfect! Charge! Sonic Boom! No! Charge! Locked on!
you waiting for? I don't have time to play. What are you waiting for? I don't have time to play.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Sonic boom! Here comes a new challenger!
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile.
Sonic boom!
Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out.
No! No! No!
They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the jump in. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juke. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Here!
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump.
Sonic
Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning streak. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Checks him with the boom. Departure set. Gets the jump in. It's a good spot to use the super. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Gets a chance with that jump in. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Trips him up. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Lots of aggression from both sides.
No! If I may.
Misses the drive impact. Anything could happen here. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Hits with the overhead. Ah, burnout activates. What'll happen here? Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
You'll excuse me.
Pokes with a medium kick. Checks him with the boom. Combo with the target combo. Parries the projectile. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Their will to win is really being tested. They were right to be on guard though. Jumps up, this can lead to some big damage. Player, oh my god, they just choked it up. A quick breather. Yo, critical art now?
Meaningless efforts.
Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. That was the highest if I've ever seen. Player 2 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Throwing some shade. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 1 with the life lead. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult. Brings out the super art. How is it going to work out for them? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so experiencing burnout. Jumps in, breaks the block with a throw. Uses the gauge for a super art. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Challenger!
See what these warriors are capable of.
Opa, bom dia. Mano, eu dei sorte ali, cara. Eu tô muito cansado, velho. Eu tô muito cansado aqui.
A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Who's going to make a move? Both sides looking for an opening. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What are they thinking here? Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Heading into the end game now. It's getting hits them for the stun. This might be KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Uses the target combo as a filler. Checks him with a projectile. Checks him with the boom. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still
Nossa,
took
que
the win.
horroroso que eu sou, né, velho?
They didn't need it. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Opts to continue the attack with the experiencing burnout. Knockdown and player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Throws a fireball. Doc springs forward with the drive rush. Counting on the super to do the job. Can they keep on him? Checks him with the boot. Burnout activates. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Reverse spin kick? You gotta be mine. Add the bit of OD spice then. What now? Player 1 can't use any turns at the flat line though.
Eu tô muito lerdo, mano. Muito lento.
Better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Breaks it! Oh, putting the cherry on top!
Shoryuken.
Intestinal tract! Really bring that ND and whooping ass to work!
Get up!
Player 2 has the super gauge advantage! There is a huge chance after that wall strike! Player 1 with not looking good. The corner's a bad place. What a
Sem chance. Esse Drive Impact aí eu tenho dificuldade de reagir, porque eu tô com o dedo engessado, meu braço esquerdo tá engessado, né? Que eu tô com o braço quebrado, mas...
You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Player 1 chases them down. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Life lead opens up, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Sonic boom! Decides to buff up while they can. Alright, what's coming up? Springs forward with the drop for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. From upstairs!
Nossa, o Guilhão ficou simplesmente olhando ali Ficou paradão. GG.
Hoping for a good return. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shoryuken!
What's wrong? Get up!
Play springs forward with the drive rush. Lightly flatlines.
Ficou paradão ali. Paradão.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open knocked him out of the air. Sonic boom. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meat all in with a rush. Player 2 with excellent block. Excellent block to shut out the impact. They're taking a can they drive, bring them back? Boom! Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick! Turning it right up with a super...
Cara, eu tenho que deixar a mão literalmente, largar os outros botões e deixar uma mão só no...
Things are looking very... What's this Shikuhara gonna do? Nice fireball! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Somersault kick to take them head up. Oh, kisses the floor.
Largar literalmente os botões todos aqui e deixar só a mão em cima do...
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Decides to buff up while they can. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Ah, burnout activates. Sonic boom. KO.
Se eu não desse perfect, eu tinha levado esse Tatsu.
First with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Jumps. Throws them. What's next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Checks him with the boom. Medium kick. Perfect. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. How will they manage their drive gauges? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Jumps in. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super arch finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if
Ô, mano, eu jogo numa hitbox, cara. Uma hitbox zoada, né? Porque agora essa porcaria desse Street 6 aqui acabou com o esqueminha do SLCD. Valeu, mestre Kelvin. Não sei se você tá na live aí, irmão, mas valeu, velho. Cara, eu vou jogar mais uma partida só na Ranked aqui e vou sair da Ranked. Eu tô percebendo que eu tô com cansaço, velho. Jogar Ranked com cansaço é foda. Ainda tô com o braço todo zoado. Agora o... é o Dilas. Mano, jogar contra JP de Gui não é de Deus não, viu, velho? Você é louco. Olha só o que eu tô dropando, mano. Pode dropar isso aqui não, velho. O segredo do Guilherme é isso aqui, velho. É o Perfect Boom e isso aqui, ó. Aqui pega, ó. Desligar o pareamento que eu quero ver um negócio aqui. Vamos fazer o seguinte aqui. Eita ferro. Eu não tô tendo tempo pra colocar a mão lá no... Se eu não meter o perfect aqui, eu não consigo. Isso aqui dá pra reagir, ó. Ó, eu quero que vocês dêem uma olhada aqui embaixo. Aqui, ó, tá vendo aqui, ó, 25 lead roxo lá embaixo? 25, tá vendo? 25 frames, tá vendo? O recovery desse golpe aqui é 18, ó. Só que eu tô... Dá pra reagir, dá pra você dar o... Só que eu não tô com a mão decente pra reagir.
What are you waiting for?
Esperar a boa vontade aqui do jogo deixar eu sair. Eu vou ali pro... Nossa, eu tô muito lento, mano. Mano, o jogo tá tão doidão que eu tinha ligado uma partida casual. Não vale nada não, mas... Eu vou aqui na sala que... Na maquininha que dá kudos. Só se trocar a maquininha, eu troco de... Meu Deus, cara, eu tô me sentindo muito... Sabe quando você se sente meio... letárgico? Mano.
The fight's now underway. This is vicious with the play-by-play. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. They get driven into the wall, breaking
Tô
the
tendo
guard.
dificuldade de reagir isso aí. Eu vou ter que me posicionar melhor na luta se eu quiser vencer, mano.
Changes the pace with an air-to-air.
Bom.
Anticipated that counter and blocked. Bach heats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Projectile to try and change the situation. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown. Player one is gonna have to wait, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Burnout activates. They're both out of drive. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hits him with a stop and bomb. Bops him with a target combo. Tatsu's out of the
Grab.
match. Players, hold your breath. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Player one bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Going in, player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time.
Sabia.
Needs to use the front of the corner here. Perfect input on the Sonic Book, experiencing burnout. Gets the jump in. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocks it. Both and EKO.
GG, irmão.
Player one
Dijo.
brings it
Dijo.
home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes to the overdrive. Player two chases him down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Goes for the super art? That drive impact doesn't get through. Shoots off a fireball up close. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Life lead opens up. Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Player two creates a good court opt for the throw to close it out. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Down to the wire. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Bach uses the gauge for a super art. Player one won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Both fighters planning something? Experiencing burnout. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in, Sonic Boom. Player one is burnout activates. Just goes for it at this range. A super art? That's not went for the chip kill. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Grabs him. Let's get it. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Gets the counter in. What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The kick hits! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hits him with a stop and pop. Checks him with the boom. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. They're experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Just goes for it at this range. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Throw whips. Checks with a medium kick. Good somersault kick. Going in. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, what's this? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 has the life lead. He's got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 goes for the super art. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Was looking for that jump attack. Reads their mind and texts the throw. The pressure is so intense here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 chases them down. Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Solid throw tech. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Good distance for a shot. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters planning something. Shows a medium kick. Checks him with the boom. Player 2 hits him with a stop and bop. Sonic boom. Throws of experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Up and over. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who went for the chip kill? First round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. The jump in is denied. Boom! What now? Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Hits the drive. Were they looking to connect with this overdrive art from this situation? Okay, here we go. Will the super art do anything? What were they thinking? Player 2 still has his connects with the throw. Notice the flatlines them. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Vamos ver se a máquina ainda tá dando kudos extras, né, velho? Tá não, vou sair da máquina. Eu vou jogar com o Dalsin aqui, mas tem que procurar uma máquina que dá o bônusinho de kudos lá, senão nós não conseguimos chegar a pegar o título que nós quer, não.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Tons of drive and health to work with. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Oh, with the throw! Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs at first may have a big advantage here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? The jump in catches them. All right, what's coming up next? Experiencing burnout.
Boa.
Player one has completely used up with this super art connect. This is a critical point of the round. Oh!
Boa, boa, boa.
Picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Fireball from very long. What's next here? Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner gauge. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Grabs and throws them away. Goes for a risky overdrive. Sonic Boom. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. Rolls out the Soba. Player 1 is in a pit where they're looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation. This is gonna hurt. Oh, replacing. Nails it. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? This can lead to some big damage. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Bamboozling time with the Yoga Float. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Perfect move. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. You're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open.
Eita. Eu tô achando que vai cair essa porcaria desse servidor. Tá uma porcaria, mano. É isso aí, é foda, velho. Ah, mano. Bora jogar mais uma, mano. Vocês têm noção dessa match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let's get this round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. jump in finds the mark.
Boa,
Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out?
boa.
They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Starts with a jumping. Knockdown. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Shoots off a fireball up close. What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Esse round
Fight
já era, hein?
opens up.
É só pra juntar a barrinha só e
Player 2
ideia e olhe lá.
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Yoga float. Where's this going? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump in catches them. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Yoga fires. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Checks them with the boom. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Out of range. Relatively safe. Breaks the block with a throw. Connects with medium kick. Teleport. Deflects it. Pokes with a medium kick. Sonic boom. Their will to win is really being tested here. What are they gonna do? Oh, could be the start of something. Locks them down with the arch. So, what's next? There's this and leads to some big damage. Are we gonna see a comeback here? What's next? They're in range. We gonna see a flatline though. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start things off with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Checks with a medium kick. Keys them out. All in with a rush. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player, how did they read that throw? Reads the jump in perfectly. Somehow managed links it. What are they gonna do? The jump in is denied. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Oh, you smell that? Crowns him from above. Comment from up high. Finds the target. Lets loose a boom. All in with a rush. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This can lead to some big damage. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh my god, they just choked it up. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Super out of nowhere. The big brains on this competitor is unreal. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Overdrive art. Yoga float. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Taking stock. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Had the radar up and running. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. All right, what's coming up? Burnout KO.
Fantástico, irmão.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Yoga float. Where's this going? Yoga float. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Can they stop this light lead from getting bigger? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Looking for a chance. A quick breather. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Sonic boom. Grabs and throws them away. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. He hits him with a stopping bomb. All in with a rope. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starts things off with a jump in. Locks them down with the arch. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. We're just getting started here.
De novo, vai. Aê, garoto! Só pra fazer um teste.
Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Solid anti-air. Bamboozling time. This is gonna hurt. Turns out. Both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out, but the fire still blaze. Player 2 is looking Leite. Throws them. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Yoga arch. They got something in mind. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Gotta do better than that.
Tô errando o time, mano.
A back throw for damage and vital positioning.
Dei ultra, não deu.
Player 2 can't super arch a shot.
Olha.
TNT and fighters can do for you. They can. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Sonic boom. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Deal some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Checks him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. The jumping is denied. Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Experiencing burnout. Kept their composure and
Não puni porque eu tava em burnout, velho. Deu time de cair. Se eu não tivesse em burnout, aquela gilete ali pegava nele.
shows the medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they are. Nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. Do they have enough drive gauge? Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Scrapping it out up close. Super arch on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Keeps them out. Their reads on the flash kick to get them out of a jam. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Let's lose the boom. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. In attack range. Bamboozling Wilson, the projectile hit. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Gonna mix them up with the arch. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Yoga float. Oh, could be the start of something. Brings down a yoga comet to throw him off. Tries to make something happen with an big gap. Who's going to close it? Checks him with the boom. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Sonic boom. So, what's next? Pokes with a medium kick. Oh, here we go. Yoga floats to mess with their head. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. Gets out of the corner. This is gonna hurt.
Boa, mano.
Back into the corner. Side switch. Let's Luke cross that off. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their soup. Oh, the throw connects. They're losing time with the yoga float. Somehow managed to set up with the jump in.
Risquei demais, amigo. Podia ter matado, mas eu queria testar um negócio. Aí, GG, irmão.
Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Fires off a Yoga Kami. Sneaks in above. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireball. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive.
Olha a barrada, eu sou
Drive lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive lead. KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium. Reverse spin kick? The jump in is denied. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Turns them up. Jump. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Uses the gauge for a super art. Spends it all for the crossfire. This is what happens when Sonic Boom beats somersault kick for an all-out assault. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Sonic plays a fish for a reaction. Our fighters are set up with the jump in. Manages to block the jump in attack. Going in, trips them for the win. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
JP quem, velho?
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Here's to a fair fight. Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1.
The fight's now
É
underway.
pequenininha, você tá aqui, né?
Knockdown. Player wraps it up. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Spends the gauge on...
Oi, pequeno. Tá quebrado. Tá.
E o outro também tá quebrado? O outro também tá quebrado?
Tá lá.
Here comes a new challenger.
Não vai tirar, não?
Pode não.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Here's to a fair fight.
Hope you're ready.
É, pode encostar o pé. Vai cuidar com o meu braço aí que tá dodói.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? denies the attack, and parrying an attack like that is risky. But the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 2 chases them down, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Avoids getting cornered. Parries the attack, reads their mind and techs the throw. Was looking for that jump attack. In a dire situation. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2.
Picks out the blade to creep up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. They gotta make sure drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Gains, springs forward with the drive rush. Checks them with the boom. Jumps in. 3-volt. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Connects with medium kick. 3-volt ices him. That's a big gap. Who's going to close? Betting it all on the drive rush. A quick breather. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? They continue and eats it. Sonic boom. Going in. Adds a bit of OD spice. Still turns out. Player 2 can't. Oh my God! What a throw tech. Player 2 more fuel to the fire. Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pokes with a medium kick. Sonic boom. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 has the life lead. What are they thinking here? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Goes to the overdrive. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Holds out with the block. 3-volt ices him. Player 1 is maintaining somersault kick, stops him cold. Each hit is so important here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Finishes with the throw. Player 1
Luan.
hits the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sonic boom. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening, looking for a chance. Gets the jump in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Sonic boom. Were they looking to connect with the over KO? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Boom! It's anti-air in the punch. Ooh, the opponent thought they had the high hand with that air attack, but they're about to get crushed. Timing their parry just as the attack was coming triggered a perfect parry. Now they have a chance to go on the offensive. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Taking chunks out of each other here. So lots to pin him down. Drive rush. Let's loose a boom. Boom. Getting it all on the drive rush. Oh, here we go. Forward rush. Burns out. All in with a rush. With no hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. Grabs him with a critical arm. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checks him with the boom. Breaks the block with a throw. Sonic boom. Had the radar up and running. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Throws him to negate the block.
Deu a porcaria do soco fraco, mano.
Neither of them willing to back off here. Taking stock. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Goes to the overdrive. Pre-glove. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Checks with a medium kick. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Finishes with
Aquele
the
soco fraco ali tirou a consciência da luta toda.
picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks him with the boom. Connects with medium kick. Both fighters want to establish.
Vocês repararam que quando você pula nele aqui, ó,
early round decision
ele dá o
versus
parry, quer ver, ó?
perfect input on the sonic boom. The jump in is denied.
Viu? Ele dá o parry, ó, de novo, ó. Viu?
Hits them
De
with
novo,
the
ó.
counter thrust. Player
Ó,
one
parou, né?
will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Tourmaline. Hit the drive. Life with drive rush to keep it going. Catches
Boa,
up the
mano.
gate right there.
GG.
A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. Closes it out.
Essa é disparada a pior luta que tem pro Guilherme.
Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A parry? Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Burns the drive gauge. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Gets the crossover. Jumps over their opponent and tags them with the jump attack to flip their block direction. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here.
Boa, mano.
That overhead was a bit obvious. Sticks the jump in. Takes a trip. Throws him. What's next? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure.
Ô, louco,
Denies the
meu.
low heavy. Hold your breath. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Hits with the overhead. Holds out with the block. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out.
Não consegui sair do agarrão. Que peninha de violinha. Ele sempre dá 2 hits e agarrão.
That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Campinho.
Are we
Vai.
going to see some fireworks here?
Agarrão.
The grab. That's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Still very early in the round. Springs forward with a drive rush. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters having a full drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown. Good somersault there. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Breaks the block with a throw. Somersault kick. Both fighters planning something? This is a turning point. Experiencing burnout. Finishes it with the anti-air. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The overhead's good.
Boa.
Sonic boom. Pokes with a medium kick. Throws them. That throw will do some good damage. Oh, coming for you. With super arts into play, it's really anything go. Can this drive bring them back? Player 2 needs to wait this out. Maybe this is gonna hurt. Player 2 super arts to show off what our THC and fighters can do for you. Catches them in the crossfire, bringing the best of Guile together for one lethal move. Player 1 reads the jump in perfectly. Boom!
Pula.
Looking for a hold. The throw is denied. Pass them on the go.
proteger. Eu não tô conseguindo sair do agarrão, mano. Que luta horrível. Ah, mas aí o Luke mata, tranquilo. Aí é a luta pra Luke. Ô, mano, ô, Wagner, eu não sei, mano, tá ligado? Até então eu não tô sabendo de nada, não. O que eu sei é que, né, o Drive Rush tem duas formas de você fazer. Tem aquela forma básica que você tipo segura o parry e dá os dois toques pra frente, né? E tem aquela outra forma, que é o que eu tô fazendo aqui, se você tá reparando. Esse camarada aqui, ó, dá pra ver que esse mano do Luan aí, ele faz dessa forma. Ele dá ele segura o pé e dá os dois dash pra frente. E tem a outra forma, que é aquela que você dá o toque pra frente e depois dá um segundo toque pra frente, apertando os dois médios, né? No mesmo instante que você tá colocando pra frente pra dar tipo um instante Drive Rush.
Needs to use the threat of the corner here. Barry! Springs forward with the drive rush. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. What'll happen here? 2KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? James? The last round. It's perfect parry. Big throw. Uses the teleport. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening that Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. This is gonna hurt. Good work. Not too slow. Takes it all off the super. Not shy one bit about it.
GG, o Luke vai fechar o caixão.
Gotta start betting it all on the drive rush. A trade. Now what? Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? The overhead denied. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback. Are you kidding me? Player 2.
Ali você pode reparar que o cara agiu mais no vício do que na virtude, vou colocar assim, né, velho? Por quê? Porque o Drive Rush dele ali, ele não tinha defesa pra mais nada. Então não tem por que você dar Drive Rush. Eles têm que optar pelo parry. Outra coisa que eu reparei, por exemplo, esse cara do Luke aí, ele é extremamente agressivo. Extremamente agressivo.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Bem provável que ele me dá um jumpinho aqui, ó.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Isso.
They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. No good up high. All right. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Will they be able to manage what little drive gains they have? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Taking stock.
Mano, me mata, tô errando o gilete, tão cansado, velho.
Change their approach to the fight. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Awesome. Life lead is opening up. KO.
Tô errando o gilete, tão cansado, você é louco.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks with a medium. Are we going to see some fireworks? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage.
Ô, mano, a luta não tá complicada pelo estilo de jogo do pessoal do camarada.
Dealing a somersault Boom! That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? A quick breather. So, what's next? Sonic Boom! The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Solid anti-air! ROH springs forward with the drive rush.
Nossa senhora, velho.
Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win!
Aqui eu tenho que me posicionar melhor.
Are we gonna witness a blow up here? Blossom! This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They break things off to take a quick breather. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 chases them down. Gets them. Player 1 sets the tone with that win.
Jogador muito ofensivo assim, mano. Muitas vezes ele se mata sozinho. Olha lá, já tá sem barra.
Risky up close scrap still going. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Somersault kick stops them cold. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They back the opponent into the corner, bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Hits the drive. Experiencing burnout. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Just goes for it at this range. Tons of space between the fighters now. They're going for the super art. Has the Vulcan blast sealed the deal? Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Clutch anti-air. Uses their drive gauge. In attack range. Closing moments of the match. D-Knock gets the counter hit and the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Nothing stops this train. The last round. It's now or never. Where you go? Springs forward with the drive rush. Close in the distance. Player 2.
Caralho, o cara joga full loucura, né, mano?
With the anti-air. Genius read with that throw escape.
Ó, não fiz isso não.
There's a burnout. Amazing.
GG.
To show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super.
É dash, 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 aperta botão na loucura, dash, 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 aperta botão na loucura pra tentar dar como. O negócio aqui, velho, aqui ó. Reverse spin kick? Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best grounding tools. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Spends the gauge on the drive, heats it up with a combo into nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks him with the projectile. Reverse spin kick? Shot their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Dashes forward. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Nice counter. Checks him with the... knocks him out of the air. Ah, burnout activates. You gotta pay. Oh. Tá vendo? Ele se mata sozinho.
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
É o tipo de jogador que gosta muito de combar, né?
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 1 in that dangerous burnouts. This is going to hurt. The drive gauge will be full when they snap out of it. Now's the time to capitalize. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Projectile to try and change the situation. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
É, dia 24 lança. Confirmado lança o Rashido lá. Rashido.
Player 2 had an impressive round on managing their drive lead. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Throws a fireball, experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Going in. Burnout activates. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage.
O cara... Full loucura, né, mano?
Decent damage. This is gonna hurt. Perfect execution with the anti-air.
Tô acostumado do golpe médio ser muito forte, que o cara vem simplesmente apertando o golpe médio 1000 km de distância, ó. Golpe médio, ó. Diz? Golpe médio não, golpe forte, né? Ah, mano, eu fico indignado com esse delay, velho. Isso é louco. 2 vezes de Leite ali na gap dele e não consegui se fazer. Bem feito pra mim. Bem feito pra mim. É isso aí, mano. Errando tem que perder mesmo.
Burnout activates. Denies the jump in. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to beat out the jump?
Aleluia, um Shoryuken, mano.
Knockdown. Checks them with the projectile. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. This is a huge chance.
Quem viu o treinamento que eu fiz agora há pouco ali sabe o que eu tentei fazer aqui.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. A super art. Up for the gets them. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Perfect input, not letting up. Looking to impress with this super. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 just goes for it at this range. Going in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Burnout activates. But hits them with a stopping bomb. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Just go in there.
Os golpes dele estão muito rápidos. É difícil. É bom treinar assim. É bom treinar assim. Ó.
Sees it coming and blocks it out. All that effort for so little payoff. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. And they outlast it. Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2, Jake gets them. Player 2 always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. The counter is blocked. Perfect input, not letting up. Burnout activates. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Bends the meter. hoping for a good return. Level 3.
Cara, o problema é que eu não tô confiando em apertar botão pra punir ele no dashzinho dele ou qualquer coisa assim, ó. Olha lá, vem dando dash, ó. Aqui, ó. Vai vir dando dash, ó. Dash eu pulando, ó. Aí eu não tenho confiança de apertar um botãozinho aqui pra punir. Decide, vai querer jogar mais, não vai? Sim, senhora. Joga nada, mano. Tô no atraso da porra. Eu consegui suprimir o atraso e descobrir como é que pune esses golpes. O problema é que o Luke, ele bate, ele fica muito safe, mano. Quando você joga com ele, parece que tá lento, mas na hora que você joga contra ele, você tá doido.
Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Teleports! That's looking to plant him with the pile driver. Looking for a chance. Clean parry. Blocks the impact. Sneaks in above. Jump. Sets up with the jump in. Target locked and it's too much. Well,
A new challenger.
our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let's get this mission started. I'll take round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti-air. Goes for the command grab. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 chases them down, checks them with the projectile. Neither of them willing to back off. Picks the drive reversal. Burnout is triggered. The big play does it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Impact's a no-go. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Still scrapping for control of the space. Looking to plant him with the pile driver. Both fighters planning something? Heavy punch sends him flying. Oh my god, they just choked it up! What'll happen here? A super arc? Player 2 needs to wait this out. What are they gonna do? Sonic Blade to steal a turn. Shows off a parry. One chance here may end this match. Forward rush. Okay, here we... What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open, looking to wrap this round up quickly. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Too easy.
Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? This is gonna hurt. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Impact counter! Ooh, that's so sick. Turns out, tops off the tank and scores the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks them with the boom. Got their eye on the air.
Sonic boom.
Good parry here to try and make something happen. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Still slugging it out here. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, heats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. Oh God, this is tense. Both that was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Was hungry for the grab. Checks with a medium kick. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter attack. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Going in. What will they do next? You've got to be mindful of reach and jumpings at this range. Let's lose a boom! Big time whip! Reads the jump in perfectly. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Raw super hard incoming. Doesn't take the throw. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Barry checks him with the boom. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Somersault kick stops them cold. Sonic boom. You've got to be mine. Experiencing burnout. Goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Quick breather. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Not much life left, but they're going for the super arc? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Just goes for it. A hit KO! Player 1.
Pessoal, terminar as 5 partidas aqui, vou ir, velho. Eu tô pingando de sono aqui, tô cansadão. Cometendo erros bobos.
Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off here. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with the boom. Hits them with a stopping block. Good looking to impress with this super going in. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be brushes that off and keeps going. Sonic boom. Throws a fireball. Target locked and scoop. Big opportunity now in this corner. Burnout activates. Still slugging it out at this range. This is gonna hurt. Player 2 crowns them from above. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Shows some disrespect with that invincible special. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final big time whip. Player 2 is in a very Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up.
Mãozinha de dinossauro, mano. Você é louco. Até desanimou, viu, velho? Você é louco, velho.
Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Solid combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player 1 with the life lead. All right. Okay, creating some space here. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Was looking for that jump attack. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their run. Adds a little super juice into capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the
Caralho, velho. Olha a hitbox dessa porra.
big gap between the two fighters. So this is gonna be bad news. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player 1 will burnout activate. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is boom goes the dynamite. Ups the damage on that by opting to overhead, but it won't work.
Lindo, mano. Lindo, lindo, lindo.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Hits the drive. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Perfect execution with the anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Boom! Who will set the bait at this range? Clutch anti-air. Nothing stops this train. Punish counter on reaction. All in with the run. Comes off the tank and...
Foi o double perfect, mas só não contou por causa do life ali que tá marcado. Mas vamos ver.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Picks the air throw. Checks him with the boot. Neither of them
Ganhou morango, fia. Ô, show de bola, hein?
has the life lead. He's got a small life lead, but it's not over. Big counter. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Will that super be the turning point? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Taking stock. Throws out a projectile. Good somersault kick. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. Both fighters are just about done. Big meter gap. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? A thunderous drive impact.
Se ele tivesse dado o pilão, ele tinha vencido a luta.
With the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Checks him with the boom. Brushes that off and keeps going. Target locked and scoop. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Max bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Just goes for it at this range.
GG.
Closing it out with a super
Guiloso passou vazado, já era.
There it is. They knew it'd be enough. We're going into the final round tied up.
Overhead de cara.
Targeting them to grind out the win. The somersault kick stops them cold. Perfect move. Clutch anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player 1 hits the drive. What are they gonna do? Reach out and hug him.
Dei azar ali, mano.
No, this will break him.
Pegar o Dalcy, esse boneco, velho.
Let's loose a boom. Boom. Nothing stops this
GG.
train. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready.
Ah! Aí foi punk. Deixa eu ver se no replay mostra.
Player 2
O soco passou dentro da cabeça do Zangief.
It's not over over yet. Best believe it's time for
Ah, isso foi foda,
Jump
mano.
them out of the air. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Parries to cancel the fireball. Saw the projectile easily. You'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. All right, what's coming up next? Reads them. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out.
Maldito
The neutral
rollback.
game is very important.
Yeah.
They block the overhead and takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Jumps in. Side switch in the corner. In there. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Reverse spin kick. Perfect time to spin the meter. Goes for the jackhammer off the cyclone lariat, prioritizing the side switch over damage. Jumps up. Hits them with a stopping block. This is gonna be bad news. Took him to the corner in a flash. Experiencing burnout. Player picks a good spot to use the super. Player pumps the brakes on the impact. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. We're at a standstill. Goes to the air. Sees the overhead coming. Player one can't use any drive. Springs forward with the drive rush. There's a drive impact. Ignore fuel to the fire. That combo finishes it. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jump. Somersault kick. Hold your breath. Picture perfect punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. How can they use this to their advantage? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Will this super art connect? Gets a crucial back throw in. Player one chases them down. Throws them. What's next? Takes a trip. A little too.
Aleluia, conseguiu o dashzinho! Conseguiu o dashzinho!
Slick anti-air finish. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Target locked and scoop. Not shy with the grab. Going in. Reads the command grab. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Player two will need to play it conserved, drops them hard. Their life, wow, sat and waited for this opening. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Will they go home and cashes out the cage right there? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Good somersault kick. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Squeezes the gauge. Taking stock. Player two chases him, snipes him out the air. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Just out of range for that throw. Sonic Blade's a fishbowl reaction. Sonic Boom. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Jackson springs forward with the drive rush. Reads the command grab. Good somersault kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Breaks the block with the throw. Perfect input on the Sonic Boom. Crowns him from above. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Play pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Both sides getting ready. This is a last round, people. Both fighters
Eita, eu tô indo.
the drive impact doesn't work. Spends it all for the crossfire. This is what happens when Sonic Boom beats somersault kick for an all-out assault. And it is on. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this game because nothing stops this train. Player 1 is on the brink of disaster. What are they gonna do? What? Anti-air. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Things are looking very bleak. Oh, yo! Rock Super is over in a flash. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sonic Boom. That's some big juicy damage on my counter. Player 1 creates a good.
Eu vou soprar pra vocês daqui a pouco. Só acabar essa lutinha aqui, eu vou soprar pra vocês, tá?
Chances to do damage here.
Eu vou soprar.
Vou esperar.
Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Grabs them. Surprises them with a drive. Burnout activates. Player 1 has completely used all of the drive, takes a big gamble and whips out a raw super. Sonic Boom. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. X gets tagged by the fireball. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up in front. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Denies the drive reversal. Loses some meter and a bit of hope there. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Sonic Boom. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Fires without warning. Heavy punch sends them flying. Impact squat. Checks them with the boom. Both fighters planning something? Looking for a chance. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? A super art? Puts them to closes it out.
Pessoal, vou lá.
Player
A
1
menininha aqui tá
brings it
pedindo pra
home.
mim ajudar ela a fazer uns negocinhos aqui.
Themselves a streak.
Ô, mano Zangief, mano lá do doidão do Serol lá do Luke lá. Pessoal, Deus abençoe vocês aí. Obrigado pelas partidas. Na parte da tarde eu volto. Eu vou dar uma pausa agora. Mano. GG, mano. Eu tô indo, criança. Calma.
Espera, Bia. Ele vai esperar. Ele falou que vai encher pra você.